Hello everyone, welcome back to Changfied YouTube channel, your trusted source for latest subjects across South Sudan and beyond. Today we bring you a sad and a serious story today from Nyirol County. Nyirol Community Radio, a vital source of news and information for the people of Nyirol and surrounding areas, has been burned down. All radio equipment has been destroyed. This station has served as a lifeline for the community, helping people stay informed, learn, and understand what is happening in their town and villages. The destruction of the station is unlawful, inhuman, and a serious violation of both national and international law. Nyirol Community Radio has been more than just a station. Since its beginning, it has helped people move beyond fear and confusion. It has given updates about health, safety, education, and local news. It has helped unite communities, giving them a voice and a way to communicate. Many people relied on it for accurate and timely information. The attack on the radio is not just about equipment or building. It affects the life of everyone who relied on it to stay informed. It is a painful reminder that public services, which are meant to support and protect civilians, can be targeted in conflict. Lankan town has suffered great damage. Homes have been burned by the SSPDF. Public infrastructure has been destroyed. Many lives have been lost, and vulnerable communities are now forced to live in the bushes. The staff of Nyirol Community Radio have been displaced. Yet, even in this hard time, journalists are working from different locations to provide news and update to the community. This shows courage and dedication. Even after such destruction, the team continue to ensure that people can access reliable and factual information. It is a reminder of how important journalism is for communities facing crisis. Nyirol Community Radio call upon all listeners, supporters, and the wider public to stand in solidarity. Your support is needed now more than ever. We ask people to remember those who lost their life, those whose homes were destroyed and burned, and those who are now living in the bush without shelter. The pain and suffering of these communities must not be ignored. Even though the station was banned, the mission of Nyirol Community Radio continued. The team remained committed to bring news, update, and education to the people who relied on them. Your support gave strength to the journalists and the community they served. Despite the attack, Nyirol Community Radio will not stop. The journalists are now operating from new location. They are working hard to make sure that accurate news continue to reach the community wherever they are. The station reminds everyone that information is vital during crises like this. Keeping people informed, save life, reduce confusion, and help communities make important decisions during emergencies. In conclusion, the destruction of Nyirol Community Radio is a tragedy for Lankan, Nyirol County, and the surrounding areas, but the spirit of the station and its journalists is strong. To all listeners, supporters, and friends of Nyirol Community Radio, your solidarity is important. Together we can ensure that the community continue to receive the information they need. We will continue to bring you update and reliable news from Nyirol and beyond. Stay informed, stay safe, and support those who work tirelessly to keep the community connected. Here we go to breaking news. 2 cattle rustlers killed in Kapoeta East. This is a sad story. At least 2 suspected cattle rustlers were killed this weekend during a failed raid in Kapoeta East County. Several others were injured. Officials say that on Saturday, army youths believed to be from the Nyirol community in the Greater Pibor administrative area GPA attempt to steal cattle belonging to the Taposa community in the Kapoeta administrative area at a place called Kire. However, the Taposa youth fought back successfully, stopping the raid and recovering all the stolen cattle. Eastern Equatoria State Information Minister Elia John condemned the attack, saying that army group hiding in forest planning raid threaten peace and security. Such actions are dangerous for the fragile peace that both government and local communities are trying to maintain, Minister Elia said. He called on Nyirol community leaders, elders and youth to take immediate action to prevent violence and solve dispute peacefully. He also said the Eastern Equatorial government is working with authorities in neighboring areas to restore calm and all attackers accountable. On the other side, Greater Pibor Administrative Area Information Minister Jacob Wersham joked said they were unaware of the incident. We have no youth present in the area, stated. These communities are cattle keeper. Minister Wersham said he suggests the raid might have been carried out by people from within Eastern Equatoria or even the Taposa themselves. He urged local authorities to investigate carefully before blaming anyone. Minister Wersham stressed the need for open communication between government and communities, saying, "We seek peace and cooperation. We must avoid blaming one another for the action of a few criminals." For many years, the Greater Pibor Administrative Area youth have been attacking people, raiding cattle and abducting children. And the leader from the Greater Pibor Administrative Area have never condemned their very own youth who always carried out these atrocities against the innocent people. Because most of the time what they do, they always attack the vulnerable people where they know that no one will chase them or took their cattle from them. So that is why they keep on attacking innocent civilian, innocent people and taking their things. This is a tragedy. The South Sudan government has been blamed for not taking action against the Greater Pibor Administrative Area youth, because these youths, they have been constantly raiding cattle, abducting children, not only in Equatoria, also in Upper Nile, Jonglei State, and somewhere else. They have been raiding cattle and abducting children where the government of South Sudan is keeping silent. So government of South Sudan has been asked to take immediate action to stop the Greater Pibor Administrative Area not to attack anyone, especially to stop raiding cattle and abducting children. And this is the government work. And in order for all these communities to live in peace, the South Sudan government under President Salva Kiir Mayardit must take immediate action to stop the Greater Pibor Administrative Area use before they affect more communities. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.